Radio. PA1 Radio, PA1 Radio. PA1 Radio, PA1 Radio. Basta all hits, all Pinoy. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan. PA1 Radio, PA1 Radio. 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 PA1 Radio, PA1 Radio.
O Diyos aming Ama, ang lahat ng nilalang ay marapat na sumamba sa iyo. Higit sa iyong mga biyaya, sinasamba ka namin dahil ikaw ay ikaw. Lumalapit kami sa iyo, dakilang tagapaglikha, nagsusumamo at humihingi ng kapatawaran. Kami ay nagkulang at nagkasala. Patawarin mo kami sa katigasan ng aming mga puso. Turuan mo kami at dalhin sa inyong kalooban. Tingnan mo kami ng may awa at kahabagan. Hilumin mo po ang aming bayan, ang aming mga mahal sa buhay, kaibigan, kapitbahay, karatig-bayan, ganon din ang aming mga kaaway sa pandemyang kinahaharap namin sa COVID-19. Isama niyo na rin ang mga may sakit sa iba't ibang karamdaman. Panginoon, balutin mo kami ng inyong kaluwalhatian. Itago mo kami sa lilim ng inyong mga pakpak laban sa anumang kapahamakan o wala sa oras na kamatayan. Kristo, ang tinapay ng buhay, alalahanin niyo po ang mga namumuno sa aming bansa, ang mga ilaw at haligi ng bawat tahanan, at mga kawani na nagtatanggol sa aming seguridad at mga frontliners. Batid mo, Panginoon, ang mga dinaraanan at bawat ganap sa aming buhay. Espiritong Banal, aming tanggulan at gabay, imulat ang aming mga mata at ipakita si Jesus ang Panginoon at tagapagligtas, ang nag-iisang katotohanan at tanging daan tungo sa Ama. Wala nang iba. Purihin ka, O aming Diyos. Ang presensya mo ay tunay na biyaya ng aming buhay. Ito ang aming samot panalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus, Kordero ng Diyos na nag-aalis ng kasalanan ng mundo. Amen.
Walang kasing saya ang Paskong Pinoy. Dumaan man ang problema at pandemya, kayang-kayang lampasan basta't nagdadamayan at nagmamahalan.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Tuloy na tuloy pa rin ang Pasko dito sa V81 Radio, Manila.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan. Oh, V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the program anchors and producers and do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of this station. Here now is the program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erika Mison, together with her fellow millennials, they will be making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Making a Difference. So this is a show created to inspire and motivate the youth of today. My name is Erika Mison, and I will be your anchor, your host, and online friend. So welcome to the first episode of Season 3. It is very, very good to be back. I hope you didn't miss me as much as I missed you guys, but we had some rewind episode, so I hope you were able to watch that while Making a Difference was on season break. But anyway, I'm really glad to be back, and I'm so excited for this new season because we have new ideas, new topics, new and even a new segment. So let's get to it. Now, last season, so the last episode that I interviewed this organization called Life Risks. Now, they focus on mental health awareness. And, they actually, a lot of my guests here on my show became really good friends of mine. And I'm happy to say that Life Risks also became good friends. We became really, really good friends after that episode. So if you want to know more about Life Risks and what they do, you can still watch that episode even if it was in season 2 and all my other episodes starting from season 1, episode 1, when my hair wasn't curly at that time, or was it already? But you can still watch it on our YouTube channel and also on Making a Difference Facebook page. Okay, so this week, for the first episode of season 3, I've invited an organization called Be a Giver. Now, before I introduce to you the representatives, they actually sent us a video. So alam niyo naman, here on Making a Difference, we super love having videos and photos shown here on the show. So can we roll that video, please? There you have it. So that was the first video that was sent to us by Be a Giver. You know, up until now, actually, okay, just before I introduce the guest, the first time I saw this video was actually on YouTube when I discovered Be a Giver, and you know, it gave me goosebumps, especially that last line when it said, "No poor kid should go to school without a bag." And that's really true. Now, I just want to give a shout out to Nicole Ganglani. Oh my, did I say it right? I'm so sorry, but yeah, she's a good friend of mine, and she actually has a show here on making it on V81 Radio. Her show is Sports Watch. There you go. So if you're into sports, then you have to tune into her show. That's every Saturday 11 a.m. I know she's at 11 to 12:30 if I'm not mistaken. And I just also want to say hi to another good friend of mine, si Mark Jacinto, who has also been helping me with the show. So thank you, Mark, for all the help. And I can't wait to really see this show progress. Wow, progress. Okay, so without further ado, I want to introduce to you two of the representatives from Be a Giver. So we have Charm Cornejo. She is the community manager, and Capule. I hope I pronounced that right. She is the stakeholder relations officer. There we go. Hello, ladies. How
Hello.
Hi.
All right. So actually, we were supposed to have four guests today. Si Romeo, the only guy, he was here a while ago, but then his connection isn't really that great. Alam niyo naman, kalaban natin dito ang connection. So shout out to Romeo. Oo. And then also si Colleen, no? He is actually in Albay right now. So no internet connection there, but she is doing well according to Tracy and
Yeah.
Charm.
In Naga, actually.
Sorry, in Naga, my bad. All right. So before we talk about Be a Giver, let's get to know you girls a little bit. So let's start with Tracy. So maybe you could give us a background on yourself, like where you graduated from, what you're doing now.
Okay. So, hi everyone. Hi Erika. And yeah, hi Charm. So, I'm Tracy. Ako yung Stakeholder Relations Officer ng Be a Giver. So, what I do is, I talk to the stakeholders of Be a Giver. So, yung mga partners namin, yung mga communities namin, ganyan. Yung mga campaigners namin. And I graduated from UP Diliman. I took BA Speech Communication.
Oh, nice. Go UP. But yeah, UP. All right. And then we have Charm. Hi, Charm.
Hi. Hi, I'm Charm. I'm the community manager of Be a Giver. So what I do, I manage and keep track of the Facebook groups of Be a Giver. Specifically, it's called chapters. So these are Be a Giver's chapters in the different areas of the country. So sa iba't ibang probinsya, merong Be a Giver chapter. And right now, I think we have around 9 chapters sa country. And ayun. And I recently graduated from UP Diliman din. And my course, ay SpeechCom, BA Speech Communication. Same kami ni Tracy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So may mga chapters pala si Be a Giver. Ano yung first chapter ni Be a Giver?
Actually, dati kasi isang buong community lang siya na lahat ng mga naging advocates ng Be a Giver belong to one online community or belong to one Be a Giver community. Lately lang na-establish yung chapters. So, lately, nung wala talaga siya yung parang unang chapter, nung na-establish siya, parang 7 chapters ata agad. Right, Charm? Mga 7
Yes, sabay
chapters yung
parang sabay-sabay
na-establish.
siya.
Oo.
And actually bago lang yung mga chapters na yun. Nung
Mm.
September lang talaga formally na nabuo and
Yeah.
nag-add ng members.
Okay, okay. Now I understand. And how long have you been with Be a Giver, Charm and
Mm.
Tracy?
Yeah, ako
Okay,
mga
so
ano, ay sige ako muna.
Go ahead.
Na-excite mag-share. So ako mga siguro 1.5 year na ata ako sa Be a Giver. Yan.
Okay. And then
Mm.
how about you?
ako bagong-bago pa lang ako. 3 weeks pa lang.
3 weeks. 3 weeks
Yes.
I gave you to a radio show na.
Yeah.
Oo. Online debut.
I know. Congrats. By the way, the term that they used here sa akin sa V81 radio, they threw me into the fire. That's the term that they used when I was first on V81 radio. But nice, congratulations, Charm, on
Thank
being
you.
mag-1 month ka na. And so far, kamusta naman yung experience mo with Be a Giver?
Syempre at first, since this is also my first job kasi I recently graduated lang last July. So, medyo overwhelming but also na-inspire din talaga ako sa ginagawa ng Be a Giver. And of course, since nakikipag-usap ako sa iba't ibang people from the different chapters, yun, nakaka-inspire lang na meron talagang mga taong gustong tumulong sa communities nila. Like, with any chance that they have, they're willing to help. Ayun.
Right. Well, congrats also on graduating. So your experience
Celebration.
yung online graduation.
Yes.
Iba talaga, no? Iba yung feeling. I bet.
True.
What's this? How about you, Tracy? So, this is your full-time job na ba?
Yes,
Here.
yes. Oo. Mm.
Okay, alright.
Bali, we're paid staff kami.
Okay, got it. All right, so since I've been mentioning Be a Giver, let's talk about Be a Giver, no? So, what is Be a Giver? How did it start?
Yan. So, Be a Giver kami, isang organisasyon. We're a social enterprise. And what we aim to do is to inspire a culture of generosity. Actually, kung makikita nyo sa aming page, we always say that we goal to spread the culture of generosity in different areas in the country, in different communities. Yun. So, yun yung parang pinaka-goal and vision ng Be a Giver. So, nag-start kami dun sa video kanina. Actually, nag-start kami 2013, pero formally siya naging Be a Giver Ventures Incorporated nitong 2017. Pero yung root talaga kung paano nagsimula yung idea to form this organization was because of the story of Sir Josh. Sadly, hindi siya makasama today, pero sayang, maganda sana kung makasama din siya today. Pero yun, yung kaninang bata na nasa video, story yun ng childhood ni Sir Josh. So dati, yun nga, galing siya sa yung childhood niya na parang hindi ganun ka, parang may kulang sa resources. So, naging inspiration niya yun to do what he's doing now sa Be a Giver. So, ang nangyari kasi, so nung nakita natin sa video na wala siyang bag, tapos parang medyo pag-give up na siya, pero nung nagkaroon siya ng bag, na-inspire siya ulit to na napagpatuloy yung pag-aaral niya hanggang sa nung nakapunta na siya sa US, after nun, parang gusto niyang bumalik pala ulit sa Pilipinas para ito yung Be a Giver. At magsimula ng something dito that will create opportunities for other people. Yun. Hindi lang yung mga tao hindi lang sa aming mga na part ng Be a Giver, kundi sa mga tao din na nakakita ng opportunities na pwede nilang gawin with Be a Giver. So, doon nagsimula yung Be a Giver na organization. So, at first, it was, ang pinaka-model niya ay yung buy one, give one model. So, yun ay, ang focus talaga dati ay production of bags sewn by partner communities in Marikina and Bulacan na yung mga nagtatahi doon ay mga unemployed women. So, unemployed mothers kadalasan. So, yun. Doon siya nag-start. And then, ang nangyayari ay, dahil dun sa buy one, give one model. So, kapag bibili ng isang bag, meron ding isang bag na binibigay sa isang kid in a certain community, in a certain remote area or urban poor community. So, yun, doon siya nag-start. Doon yung simula niya. And then, we developed it into the idea of campaign. So, may mga iba kasing tao gusto, may mga ibang individuals or organizations, parang gusto nila na mag-raise ng mga bags mismo or ng school supplies, and yun mismo yung bibigay nila sa beneficiary community nila or school. So doon nagsimula yun, and then for years, since 2017, yun ang ginagawa ng mga campaigners namin. Yun ang mga ginagawa, isa yun sa mga services, pinaka-service na ginagawa ng Be a Giver, to organize campaigns for schools and communities. Pero na-develop siya tuloy, kasi parang ginagawa namin, we're always continually looking for ways and opportunities to spread the culture of generosity. But how do we do it in a way na hindi siya yung parang hindi kasi siya parang madaling idea, 'di ba? Parang paano mo nga ba ikakalat yung kultura na 'yan ng pagbibigayan. So, nagdevelop. So, ngayon ang ginagawa na namin ay hindi lang siya bag campaigns. Hindi lang yung pag-raise ng bags for schools and communities. So, iba't ibang campaign items na pangangailangan ng communities. Yun na rin yung mga ginagawa namin ngayon. And may projects din kami na I think pwede namin i-explain more on later.
Yes. So we will get to that. But okay, so there you go to the viewers who are watching right now. That is the story of Be a Giver. Yun nga, like I mentioned kanina, super nakaka-inspire yung video nyo. I always have goosebumps watching that. Sorry, so the name of the founder of Be a Giver is Josh, am I right?
Yes.
What's his last name?
Mahinay, Josh Mahinay.
Alright. So, si Kuya Josh Mahinay ang founder talaga ng
Yes.
Giver. So, curious question actually. How did the two of you find out pala about Be a Giver? How did you get into it?
Yeah, ako parang kasi nung last year, ang hinahanap ko talaga ay organization na sasalihan na yung parang maka-give back din ako dun sa communities or sa society. Alam mo yun, yung parang kapag graduate mo, yung that idealistic that idealistic thought that you still want to serve the people, but how do you do that na parang how do you find an opportunity or a job that you can still serve the people and at the same time earn money for yourself? That's medyo medyo parang minsan kung isip mo, posible kaya yon na parang makahanap kaya ako ng ganong opportunity for myself. So yun, nang nalaman ko yung tungkol dito sa Be a Giver na nag-exist pala yung ganon, na pwede palang gawin mong work, pwede mong gawing everyday job, yung something that at the same time you're able to help communities and people na gustong tumulong sa communities. Pero yun yung sa akin.
Okay, so and then so parang may ad ka ba nakita na looking for help, ganon?
Hindi. Actually, kinuwento siya sa akin ng isang friend ko about it. So, inasa niya kung interested ba ako. Tapos, yun nga, naghahanap ako naman ng work noon. Tapos, yung ganun din, sa sector na to, yung hinahanapan ko na organization. So, nung sinabi na sa akin, tapos parang related siya dun sa hinahanap ko, so ko, okay, why don't we try it? So, yun, nag-apply ako and yeah.
Okay. Alright, so how about you, Charm? Since medyo fresh grad ka pa.
So actually, nalaman ko yung Be a Giver dahil kay Tracy. Kasi ayun, same course kami ng college and then orgmates din kami sa isang radio org namin. Ayun. So ayun, well, nag-job hunting kasi ako nitong past few months, ganyan. Syempre, fresh graduate, ganun. Tapos yun, one day, chinat niya ako na kung may job na ako, ganyan. Tapos sabi ko, wala pa, ganun. Tapos, ayun, sabi niya, interested ka bang maging community manager, ganyan. Sabi ko, okay. Tapos yun, in-interview nila ako, ganyan. So, nalaman ko yung about Be a Giver. And to be honest, yung perspective ko kasi after ko mag-graduate, like parang I'm looking for big companies, ganyan, more on corporation talaga. And then parang feeling ko, parang yung Be a Giver, parang blessing in disguise siya. Kasi hindi talaga ganun yung hinahanap ko. Pero dumating si Tracy and one day na, ito yung ginagawa namin, ganyan. Ayun, nakausap ko si Sir Josh, ganon. So, nagulto kasi hindi ko alam yung Be a Giver dati. And then, wow, may mga ganito pala na organization or social enterprise talaga na ginagawa yung lahat para makatulong sa iba. And ayun, bibigyan ka pa ng trabaho.
Gusto ko
Parang
yung
ad lang. Parang advertisement lang.
advertisement ng Be a Giver. No, but you know what you guys do talaga is really making a difference, you know, especially si Kuya Josh or si Sir Josh. And speaking of Sir Josh, maganda talaga yung story niya, no?
Mhm.
Oo, so
Yes.
you mentioned nga na somebody he that was his life before tapos somebody gave him a bag. Oo.
Yeah.
Oo.
Oo.
So, sorry, you were saying something.
Yun nga, parang at first kasi mention nga sa amin dati ni Kuya Josh, na-mention na sa amin dati na ano yun parang yung bag na yun. 'Di ba pag iniisip mo, simple lang yung bag, parang paano siya makaka-inspire sa bata na tumuloy-tuloy sa pag-aaral niya or tumuloy sa pag-pursue ng kanyang education. But the thing is, I think it's yung nirelay niya nga na parang yung sinisimbolo kasi na somebody believes in you enough para bigyan ka ng nitong bag na 'to. Parang ano siya naniniwala siya na kaya mong i-pursue yung mga pangarap mo, kaya mong i-pursue yung education mo, which we all know is hard talaga, lalo na sa setup natin dito sa Philippines, 'di ba? Education, our system talaga, may maraming challenges siya. And ayun, so yun, parang may sisimbolo kasi yung bag na yun. Kaya yun yung naging simula kung bakit siya, yun yung dun kami yung binibigay namin muna, yung bags mo. Yun yung sisimbolo niya.
And I bet every time you hear the story, super nakakaano pa rin, no? Goosebumps. I bet. Especially if it's from Sir Josh mismo. Oo. Ayun. All right. So there you have it. That is Be a Giver. We are actually gonna go on break for a bit. But when we come back, we are gonna have Charm and Tracy again, and they're gonna talk about more on their projects for Be a Giver. So we are gonna be right back after these few announcements.
We'll be back shortly, making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila. Connected ka na ba para laging updated sa mga bagong shows, promos, trending news, viral videos, events, o patok na OPM hits? Just follow us on Facebook at V81 Radio South Manila. Simple lang, itype lang ang letter V81 Radio South Manila. O, di ba madali lang? Kaya i-like at i-follow na. Are you ready to explore a new kind of music? Yung bang kakaiba na hindi mo pa napapakinggan? Mga bagong artist. Nagugulat sa inyo sa kanilang awit at tugtugan. Discover them, hear them in Napalm Hour. Ang Napalm ay ang new all-Pinoy alternative music source na para sa kakaibang musika. Alternative artists and bands all the time. Catch them at Napalm Hour. Mondays through Fridays, 12 noon to 1 p.m. and 8 to 9 p.m. Streaming live on V81 Radio mobile app. Kaya i-download mo na for free. Now na! A spirit-filled song that talks about healing from the Lord Jesus Christ, our great healer.
Nasasaktan, kumikirot ang aking puso.
Hilumin mo awit ng kagalingan at pagsamba by Felsen.
Hilumin mo ang sukat ng aking puso.
Digitally available everywhere and here on V81 Radio.
Ikot pagturo ko dahil lang ngayon at ang bukas.
Now back to Making a Difference, only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.
Welcome back to Making a Difference. So if you are just tuning in right now, don't worry, you didn't really miss out on a lot. My name is Erika Mison and you are watching Making a Difference. So before the break, I introduced two of the representatives from Be a Giver. So Be a Giver is basically an organization that is in the culture of giving back. So maganda talaga yung starting story nila. The founder, actually, they call him Kuya Josh Mahinay. he was really struggling growing up, and somebody believed in him and gave him a bag for school. And ever since then, he was able to pursue his dreams. He was able to finish his studies, and then he even went to the US. And then he came back and he started Be a Giver. So it's a really, really nice story about just giving back to the community. Now, I'd like to call back again the two representatives from Be a Giver. We have Charm Cornejo, who is the community manager of Be a Giver, and Tracy Capul, she is the stakeholder relations officer. So, hello, ladies. Welcome back.
Hello.
Again, welcome back. So, before we move on to the next segment, you have another video for us, no? It's about more on the projects naman this time. So, can we play that video, please? Ayan. So there you have it. I think this was the one that you mentioned a while ago, not Tracy?
Yes,
Oo. So
Yung,
sige, let's talk about that.
yeah. So yun yung We Give As One banner campaign namin. 'Di ba na-mention ko kanina na at first ang campaigns namin focused on schools and raising bags for the students, for the children na hindi maka-afford ng bags. So may mga campaigners kami, they raise bags. Yun yung una naming focus. But then due to the pandemic and a lot of children, di naman na sila papasok na ng school talaga mismo. So at the same time, naisip namin na marami pang ibang kailangan, hindi lang yung schools, maraming kailangan yung mga communities in general. So doon nag-isip kami na parang paano kaya tayo, how do we continue on spreading this culture of generosity? How do we continue on staying in line with our vision, with our mission, na gamit yung ating platform. So yun ni-launch namin nung early March, I think, or April, yung We Give As One campaign. So inopen namin yung platform namin na dati for bags lang, raising bags, inopen namin to all kinds, different kinds of campaigns na tingin mo kailangan ng community mo. So pwede ka mag-initiate ng kahit anong campaign na kailangan. So kadalasan, if you've seen in the video, food packs yung na-raise nila. Meron ding mga nag-raise ng masks, ng mga PPEs, etc.
Okay. So, pero yung, di ba you also mentioned a while ago na si Be a Giver talaga started as buy one bag, give one.
Yes.
Do you still do that?
Yes, meron kaming mga products pa rin ngayon. Marami pa rin kaming mga bag talaga yung products namin. Pero meron ding iba, mga shirts, mga yung corporate items, pero yung pinaka-main ay yung bags. Different kinds of bags. Meron kaming isang set ng collection, the Yakan Weave collection. So yung tela na gamit doon ay woven by a weaving community in Zamboanga del Sur. So isang community din yun na beneficiary ng Be a Giver. In partnership with Yellow Boat of Hope Foundation. It's another foundation na sister organization ng Be a Giver. So hanggang ngayon, meron pa rin kaming mga products pa rin kaming binibenta. Meron pa rin buy one, give one na model ang Be a Giver. Pero at the same time, parang dine-develop lang namin siya. Dinagdagan lang namin ng ibang services yung aming campaign platform. Yun nga yung aming campaign platform.
Okay. So, itong We Give Us One, tama ba?
Yes,
When did this start?
I think early kasi March yung ano no, yung start ng quarantine. I think it was early April kasi at the start of quarantine, we were all thinking na kung paano kaya tayo makaka-adapt in this new circumstances, different circumstances. So we had to really think. It took us quite a while to realize na okay, kailangan nating i-upgrade yung ating platform into something that will benefit more people, more communities.
Okay, so it
Mhm.
started talaga because of
Yes.
pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay, right. And ever since then, so far, meron pa ba kayong upcoming, what's this, campaigns pa?
Yeah. Actually kasi itong campaigns na nasa aming platform, hindi lang siya hosted by Be a Giver. So the thing is, we're the platform and individuals and organizations simultaneously can create or initiate campaigns through our platform. So what we do is that we help them organize that campaign. Kasi 'di ba minsan, I think if you're an individual na tingin mo normal na tao ka lang, ordinaryong tao, so parang nakaka-overwhelm. You want to help your community, but at the same time you're thinking, how can I do this? I have no experience in organizing campaigns, organizing events, or organizing fundraising projects. So, isang bagay na yun, I think may ibang tao siguro they find it easy, but a lot of people we know, yung mga campaigners namin, of course, marami gusto lang tulungan yung community nila. Alam nila na may pangangailangan yung community nila, but they just are quite intimidated and quite thinking, paano nga ba? So, ang goal namin sa Big Giver is to help people, ordinary people and organizations to organize those projects. So, yun yung parang pinaka-goal ng aming campaign platform. Mhm.
That's a good idea. Kasi there are actually nga, quite a few organizations na don't know din how to,
Mm.
and I'm sure you
Oo.
also help them with their marketing, no?
Yes, yun. Yung pinaka-ano, kasi 'di ba, alam natin na ang social media, it seems like an easy field, pero meron siyang iba't ibang dynamics. Hindi siya yung basta-basta lang that you post and that you get what you want from, you'll get the goal of your project. May iba siyang ano parang may science behind it. So yun ang pinaka inaano ng Be a Giver na to help people talaga organize the projects that they have in mind. Because parang yung pagiging generous kasi, pagiging mapagbigay, likas na yan sa mga Pilipino. Early sa ating history, it's a natural talaga na characteristic ng mga Pinoy. So ang ano lang ay kung paano natin tutulungan yung paano natin support yung ideas na yon. The people have these ideas that to help their community. Paano lang natin tutulungan na i-organize nila yung ideas na yun.
Okay, yun.
Mhm.
So that's actually a really good idea. May mga naiisip ako which, actually, yun naman yung point ng difference. Talagang
Yeah.
really connect.
Collaboration. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So usap tayo mamaya. Gusto ko yung
Maganda yan.
Okay. So speaking of projects, no, I'm sure you both have actually different stories. Si Charm kaka-enter lang. And then si Tracy, you've been with Be a Giver for a year and a half. So
Yeah.
maybe you could share maybe a memorable experience or a story that you would tell your kids na, when I was in Be a Giver, ito nangyari sa akin. May mga gano'n na ba na moments for you, Tracy?
Yes, oo. Kasi, 'di ba parang kami yung nasa background. Kami yung parang nasa backstage yung nag-help sa pag-organize ng mga campaigners namin. Pero kami din minsan, sumasama din kami minsan dun sa drive, community drive. Yun ang tawag namin dun sa mismong araw na dinidistribute yung mga items, yung food packs or kaya yung bags, ganyan. So dati, nung bag drive pa, yung mga bag campaigns pa lang yung nasa aming platform. So may times na sumasama kami sa mga campaigners namin when they distribute their bags. And yun, sobrang minsan kasi pag nasa bubble ka meron tayong mga kanya-kanyang privileges, and kapag like ako kunwari nang nasa universidad ako, meron yung paulit-ulit na, we have to help the community, ganyan. Pero kapag ang importante kasi yung pumunta ka sa community na alam mo kung ano ba yung istorya nila, makausap mo sila mismo, makausap mo yung mga teachers, mga parents, mga bata. Ang mga bata kahit mga bata sila, ang dami mong makukuha sa kanila. Ang dami nilang ideas na nakakatuwa. So, ayun. So, parang siguro ang pinaka-memorable lang for me ay importante talaga na makita mo yung community mismo, makausap mo mismo sila. So yun, memorable talaga ng mga bag drives na nakasama kami. Minsan pumunta kami sa Laduan Elementary School, I think sa may Benguet, sa Bugyas, Benguet. So yun, tapos yung mga bata, syempre tuwang-tuwa sila sa new bags. Tapos tatanungin namin sila, parang anong pangarap mo sa future, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos may isa doon, pangarap niya maging karpentero para makagawa ng bahay para sa kanya at sa pamilya niya. So yung mga simple dreams like that na nakakatuwa kasi, alam mo yun, parang bata pa lang sila pero naisip nila yung mga ganun. Tapos nakakatuwa lang na ito kasi kapag kasi nasa computer ka, kinakausap mo yung individual na yung tao na gustong gumawa ng campaign for the community, you're helping. Pero iba kapag napuntahan mo mismo yung community and you learn about their struggles na hindi lang naman yung kakulangan ng kagamitan ng mga bata, meron din sa community mismo. May community kami napuntahan na wala silang tubig dahil wala silang water tank, mga ganun. So marami kang maiintindihan pag pinuntahan mo yung community mismo. And I think that's also the important thing isa sa mga magandang bagay when we upgraded our campaigns platform kasi na-open namin siya for more opportunities na kailangan ng mga communities. Yeah.
Yeah. Oo, nakita man ng story na yun about the kids. Gusto niya maging carpenter. Ang cute ng mga kids ngayon. I forgot to ask you both. Where are you guys based? Where are you ladies based? You're not guys, ladies.
Ngayon, ako sa Rizal. Actually, same kami ni Charm sa Rizal.
Sa Rizal din.
Rizal. Okay. Medyo malayo tayo, no? From each other. Pero how about you, Charm? Okay, I'm sure yung experience mo medyo different pa from Tracy since 3 weeks in ka. So maybe you could share something you've learned so far sa 3 weeks with Be a Giver.
Okay, so I guess, last week kasi, nagkaroon kami ng chapter launch and this is where we officially established yung ilang Be a Giver chapters. So last week, we were able to establish 4 chapters in 4 Be a Giver chapters. And online lang siya, pero for me, like parang very heartwarming and inspiring na makita mo yung iba't ibang tao from different places and then mamimit mo sila kahit 1 hour lang yon, makikita mo kung gaano sila like kasaya and committed sa ginagawa nila. Kasi in each chapter, merong mga core teams and then meron ding chapter leader. And then yun, nakaka-inspire yung mga chapter leaders kasi kahit gaano sila ka-busy, kasi mostly mga teachers, ganun, merong principal, merong teachers, and then yung core team naman, merong priest, binubuo ng iba't ibang tao na may iba't ibang jobs, pero pinagbubuhusan pa rin nila ng oras, ng effort, ng energy, yung mga ginagawa nila for their community. So for me, kahit bago pa lang ako, and then ma-meet ko sila during that launch, kahit online man, nakikita mo or nafe-feel mo yung passion nila sa ginagawa nila.
If I may ask, so you mentioned na nag-launch kayo ng 4 chapters last week. What are those chapters or saan?
Okay, so yung chapters na na-launch namin last week ay Bulacan, Sorsogon A, Palawan Rizal. Magkasama yung Palawan Rizal kasi yung chapter leader ng Palawan Rizal ay based siya sa Rizal, pero yung core team niya or yung community projects na mostly na ginagawa niya ay nasa Palawan din. So ayun, medyo nagsa-struggle yung chapter leader nun kasi nandito siya sa Rizal, pero yung core team niya nandun sa Palawan. But despite the distance, very passionate yung chapter leader and very hardworking kasi nagagawa pa rin niya yung responsibility niya. And then, we also launched Romblon. So, yung chapter launch kasi, parang lang siya, to officially establish the chapter.
Okay. Galing ng Romblon, I actually want to go to Romblon. I'm curious yung Romblon. But speaking of the chapter leaders, how do you find your chapter leaders or do they approach Be a Giver?
So yung chapter leaders namin, they were once our campaigners. So at first, 'di ba yung platform namin yung campaign platform namin, meron kaming community na ng mga campaigners. So campaigners yung tawag namin sa mga individuals and organizations na nag-initiate ng campaign sa Be a Giver, yung nagmagawa ng mga projects for certain communities. So at first, they were our campaigners. Tapos, nung ina-upgrade nga namin yung services ng Be a Giver on how we can do more sa aming vision and mission. So naisip namin na, okay, we think we need to start establish chapters kasi hindi mo naman masispread yung, we always say this pero di mo naman magagawa yung mga hindi magiging efficient yung pag-spread ng culture of generosity if you're just alone, if you're not connected with other people. So ang ginawa namin, naisip namin, okay, what's the easiest way to establish chapters or to establish yung mga groups of people na magtutulungan sa isang community? The easiest way is to tap our campaigners, existing campaigners. So we asked them na, gusto nyo bang mag-start ng chapter dyan sa inyong area para mas maging madali yung pag-organize ng mga friends, acquaintances, people that you think will be willing to be part of your movement. Tapos, willingly talaga sila. Yun yung kaya sabi namin kayo na when you ask kung ano yung unang chapter na na-establish, sabay-sabay sila. Kasi when we asked, lahat sila halos willing. So, parang mga 7, 9, 7 nung una, tapos hanggang 9, naging 10, naging...
Yeah.
So,
And
yun
right
siya
now,
nagsimula.
may mga gusto pa ding mag-start.
Yeah.
That means talagang it's
Promising talaga. Yeah. Promising yung may potential. Maganda talaga yung parang na-imagine namin na this is promising na maraming ma-establish na chapters. Kasi imagine if those chapters could connect to more people in their areas. So parang mas mabilis makakatapos at makakagawa ng mga community projects.
correct. And that means your campaigns are really working. The idea and the model is really working kasi they're also willing They're also going to you na rin. Okay, we actually have I've been looking at some of the comments and I think may mga fans kayo dito like si Hides Abid Sierra.
Yes.
Yeah.
Siya yung chapter leader namin sa Palawan, Rizal.
Hello po.
Yes.
Nice to meet
Shout
you.
out kay Tita Hides.
And then si Rowan, I think Rowan.
Yes.
Yes. Chapter leader naman po siya sa Sorsogon.
Hi, Teacher
Sorsogon
Rowan.
area.
Hi, Principal Rowan.
Okay. I can feel really talaga the community for Be a Giver. You're really close and you really take care of your chapter, no? Which is really ayun. I just wanted to give them a shout out kasi I've been looking at their comments. Okay. So, may question ako. I always ask this usually sa mga organizations that I invite. Do you accept mga volunteers or may mga openings ba kayo? How does that go? Baka mamaya we have some interested viewers.
Yes, nag-accept kami ng volunteers. Dati pa lang nag-accept namin ng volunteers dahil di ba meron kaming mga activities na yung pupunta mismo sa community to give the items, give the bags, and the food packs, ganun. Pero lately, medyo naging limited because of all the restrictions caused by the quarantine, the ongoing quarantine. So, ngayon, pero despite that, we still accept volunteers. So, pwede pa rin mag-volunteer online to be part of our online communities, online chapters. So if there are interested individuals na gustong sumali sa mga existing chapters that we have now, they can volunteer. They can sign up sa aming form. Meron kami sa Facebook page. So they can visit our page to see that form. So pwede po sila mag-volunteer. Kasi ngayon, kahit may mga restrictions, nagiging possible pa rin yung community drive. Our campaigners are able to distribute pa rin the items that they raised. Meron nga ng restrictions. So kailangan meron mga social distancing pa rin and hindi matagal na gatherings or gano'n. So pwede pa rin.
Okay, good. So again, for those who are watching, they still accept volunteers. Just check them out on Facebook. Tama?
Yes.
Be a Giver, meron din. And then also for those other organizations who want to do a campaign.
Yes. Pwede sila mag-partner naman. Partnership naman ang pwede.
Yes, oo. So, again, kakausapin kita mamaya. May mga naisip na ako. Okay. I just wanna highlight a comment here by Trish Penson. Actually, best friend ko to. Lagi itong nanonood. But this is for you, Tracy. Hi, Tracy. I really appreciate and look up to what you guys are doing. Divide and conquer with all the chapters. Congrats and keep it up. Be a giver. Yes.
Thanks. Feel touched. Thank you, Trish.
But see, nakakatuwa talaga. This is why I have making a difference. Is really to highlight my guests, and what you're doing talaga is really great, especially yung advocacy ni Kuya Josh. So speaking of ayun nga, the organization, may mga future plans ba si Be a Giver? Or parang may main goal ba si Be a Giver?
For now, actually, on the works kami dun sa mga aming future plans. Kasi I think I haven't mentioned pala the Community Empowerment Program.
Okay.
I haven't mentioned, no? So, the Community Empowerment Program, yun yung latest project ng Be a Giver. So, ang ginagawa namin ay, yung mga chapters namin, it's a program and that helps chapters to establish enterprise in their area. So, isa, again, in line, parang upgraded siya na service ng Be a Giver. Kasi in line with our vision na, yun nga, hindi, mahirap gumawa ng project sa mahirap mag-umunlad ng isang community na hindi siya magkakaroon ng sariling way para umunlad. Parang hindi lang sapat na magbibigay ka ng something sa community kasi minsan yung community mismo kaya niyang tumayo sa sarili ng mga paa. Kung alam niya lang kung ano yung kailangan niyang i-utilize dun sa community. May kanya-kanyang yaman yung mga communities natin, lalo na dito sa Pilipinas, diba? Sa iba't ibang lugar sa Pilipinas. We all have our own gems, yung mga kanya-kanya tayo na kung ma-develop lang, kung magkakaroon lang ng enough funds, pwedeng ma-develop and can sustain our community. So, yun yung community empowerment program, yun yung goal niya para siyang dalawa siya program, may sustainable leadership program and enterprise development program. And the end goal is to help these communities create an enterprise for themselves na makakatulong dun sa komunidad nila mismo. So meron kaming funds for each community. Meron kaming 5 communities na kasama ngayon sa CEP 2020. That's what we call it. And then we have funds for them na 50,000 para ma-start nila yung kanilang enterprise idea.
No, nice.
Yeah.
So, are you allowed to share kahit isang idea para may, para may idea din kami? Kasi I'm curious ano yung mga nasa isip ng mga communities na what they want to do.
Yeah. We're allowed naman, Charm, no? yeah, we're allowed. Nagpaalam. Yeah, so meron kami sa Palawan, sa Tita Hides. So, meron silang feeding community doon sa Kokoro Island. So, ang gagawin nila yung products from those woven items. So, gagawa sila ng mga bags, ng mga banig, gano'n. So, ang thing doon ay tutulungan yung weaving community doon. Di ba, alam naman natin na ang reach ng Philippines sa iba't ibang communities na gumagawa ng mga ganong items, ng mga tela, woven clothes. Pero medyo dying na siya dahil sa globalization, there are a lot of things na materials na mas tinatangkilik. So yun, dahil sa CEP 2020, aim ni Tita Heights, our chapter leader, ay to develop that community and to help that community create more products and market it to more people para mas maraming tumangkilik. Kasi actually marami talagang magagandang mga products ang ating mga probinsya. Maraming magagandang products. Pero hindi lang na ma-market na maayos, hindi lang na ilalabas or na-expose sa maraming tao. So, meron din kami, actually 5 sila. So, yun yung isa sa Palawan. Pero they can check kung ano pa yung iba't ibang mga activities ng mga communities namin sa aming Facebook page kasi we regularly update kung ano ba yung nangyayari sa aming CEP 2020. Actually, it's okay din na makita nila dahil baka may mga gustong tumulong dun sa mga community na yung sa mga participants namin, chapter participants namin, baka may mga gustong tumulong sa mga ongoing enterprise nila.
Okay, ayun pala. So, pwede pala. Okay, guys, again, to the viewers watching, you can check out what their projects are, and if you want to continue to support these communities, just check out Be a Giver on Facebook. Ayan.
Yeah.
Yes. So, we are gonna go again on our second break, but when we come back, we are going to talk to these 2 ladies some more. I'm gonna try out this new segment on them. So sila yung aking joke lang. But we are gonna be right back after these few announcements. I'll see you guys in a bit.
We'll be back shortly, making a difference. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila. Pagpatak ng 7, dapat lahat nakatutok sa amin. Catch these programs at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Talk Shop Asia Global, USA Edition with Rolly Pagaspas and Rosario Cahucom Bradbury. Home Not Alone, Sounds from Home with Papa Gio and Freedom in Christ with Felson. It's all about entrepreneurship, entertainment, and enlightenment. Back to back programs at 7. LA at 7. LA at 7. Exclusively on V81 Radio, Los Angeles. Are you ready to explore a new kind of music? Yung bang kakaiba na hindi mo pa napapakinggan, mga bagong artist? Nagugulat sa inyo sa kanilang awit at tugtugan. Discover them, hear them in Napalm Hour. Ang Napalm ay ang new all-Pinoy alternative music source na para sa kakaibang musika. Alternative artists and bands all the time. Catch them at Napalm Hour. Mondays through Fridays, 12 noon to 1 p.m. and 8 to 9 p.m. Streaming live on V81 Radio mobile app. Kaya i-download mo na for free. Now na! Kabayan, naho-homesick ka ba? I-download na ang aming mobile app at mag-enjoy sa mga kantang Tatak Pinoy and feel like you're home. The V81 Radio mobile app, available in the App Store and Google Play Store. V81 Radio mobile app, free now, free forever. Now back to Making a Difference, only here on V81 Radio, South Manila.
Hello, everyone. And yes, you are back on Making a Difference. My name is Erika Mison. I am the anchor of Making a Difference. So for this episode, first episode of season 3, actually, I decided to invite and interview Be a Giver. So Be a Giver is this organization that started out with a very, very inspiring story. Their founder, they call him Kuya Josh Mahinay. He, growing up, he really wanted to pursue his education, and he really strived hard, given their situation and their living lifestyle. He still pursued and continued on with his education, especially when somebody gave him his school bag. So, it symbolizes that somebody is actually, that person actually believes in you, and he really pursued his dreams, and now there is Be a Giver, and Be a Giver has been helping out different communities all over the Philippines. And they were just sharing before the break, actually, there were the two representatives, the two ladies from Be a Giver. They were just sharing their different projects and their stories about Be a Giver, basically. So I'd like to call them back on. We have Tracy and Charm. So Tracy is the stakeholder relations officer, and si Charm naman is the community manager. Ayan. Hello again.
Hello ulit.
Hello.
All right. So as I mentioned a while ago, since this is season 3, I'm revamping Making a Difference a bit. I have this new segment called #Adultology. Okay, yan. May yes. May banner pa tayo. Okay, tinatry ko lang to. Okay. Actually, the first time I am doing this, and I just want to explain lang bakit #Adultology. So, you know how the mga kabataan, some, not me, but I know people who are really into astrology. Kayo,
Yes.
are you girls, are you ladies into that, or not so much?
Not much. Baka si
Yeah.
Ay, you are.
Alam ko lang yung mga moon
Yeah.
rising, ganon. Pero hindi masyado like, Taurus ka. Like, isang tingin mo palang alam ko na kung parang gana.
Yeah, I know. I know a lot of people like that. Actually, yeah. See, Trish, my best friend, she's into that. So I changed it up I made it hashtag adultology. So usually in this, what my plan is for this segment, I ask my guests, tips and advice that they could give, because where a lot of the viewers and also me, we're entering that stage. We are adults, but then sometimes we just don't know where to go, what to do, and all that, diba? So just a few. I just want to ask you, ladies, a few questions. No, um, when you were younger, what did you imagine yourself doing? What you're doing now, or parang, well, okay, here example. When I was younger, I wanted to be a lawyer. There was a time I wanted to be a lawyer. And I actually took up a pre-law course. But I didn't pursue it. Kasi my track now is very different. I saw, okay, maybe law isn't for me. So may instance ba kayo na when you were, naalala nyo ba na nung bata kayo, oh, I wanted to be this, or ito yung, or kahit yun, pagka-graduate mo, like si Charm, I have this goal, I want to do this, pero iba yung nangyari. Baka we can start with Charm since medyo fresh grad pa siya.
Okay. So, yeah, I can relate to you, Erika. When I was younger, gusto ko talaga maging flight attendant.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
like hanggang 4th year high school, nandun yung goal ko, maging flight attendant. And actually, muntik na. I mean, nandun na ako. Like, I studied kasi in UST for a year. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then travel management ako doon. And then I transferred to UP kasi parang gusto ko sa communication talaga. Biglang nag-iba yung perspective ko, yung dream ko. So, yeah, ayun. Pero masaya naman ako ngayon and gusto ko yung ginagawa ko kasi gusto ko talagang maging involved sa communication side, sa communication field.
Okay, okay. Oh, flight attendant, no? I think it's also a blessing in disguise na you're here with Be a Giver Champ. Kasi
Yeah.
given nga the pandemic now, medyo the travel industry medyo low. So, it's a blessing in disguise na rin. Okay, how about you, Tracy? May ganun ka ba na instance na naalala mo?
Actually, kinabahan ako nung tinanong mo kasi parang hindi ko maalala kung anong gusto kong maging nung bata ako. Naalala ko lang, pabago-bago siya. So, depende sa pinapanood kong K-drama. kung, kung ano yung ano yung character, kung anong ginagawa niya sa buhay. Medyo gusto kong gano'n. So, I think, oo. Pero, nung bata kasi ako, talagang sa may communication side na rin. Arts, communications, yun na talaga yung leaning. I think siguro kung meron mang constant when I was kasi nung bata ako, hindi ko naman alam talaga kung anong sector ang gusto kong pagtrabahuhan.
Okay.
Pero ang alam ko lang siguro, ang nag-develop lang through time ay yung kung ano yung gusto kong gawin, anong gusto kong, anong mga, parang anong field. Parang hindi ko kasi alam exactly na gusto ko, okay, gusto kong community development sector. Pero I just know na gusto ko na dun sa trabaho na immerse ako, maka-integrate ako sa iba't ibang communities or makagawa man lang ako ng maliit na bagay kahit hindi malaking bagay kasi mahirap namang hindi naman madaling gumawa ng isang malaking makatulong ng malaking bagay agad na mag-isang tao ka lang at bata ka pa lang. So, parang iniisip ko, anything siguro basta I'm working with communities. Yun yung una kong niisip talaga dati. So, nung nag-graduate na lang ako, doon na lang siya nag-develop na, okay, anong sector kaya? If I want to help, if I want to work with communities, anong sector kaya ang kailangan kong pasukin? So, na-realize ko, okay, I think it's the community development sector.
Okay. So, iba. Medyo may pagkaiba si Tracy and si Charm. Actually, may mga naisip akong follow-up questions based on what you said. So, si Charm, your follow-up question is, o di parang Miss Universe na.
Hot seat.
Parang Miss Universe na question. No, but you went to a different track. You're now on a different track, di ba? Flight attendant and then now you would be a giver. There are some kasi na parang well, me also before, same tayo I could relate to you. I wanted a different track, but then I'm here. So, what advice would you give to the viewers who are kind of, there's some kasi na medyo scared eh. Kasi they want
Mhm.
to stick with their plans. They're very goal-oriented. Talagang, I want this. But, you know, sometimes you're just meant for something else. So, what advice would you give to the viewers
Mhm.
who are sort of going through, or we're going through that?
Okay. So, for me siguro, yung feeling ko yung naging mali ko growing up ay talagang naka-direct lang ako dun sa goal na yun. Parang hindi ko tinignan ano pa yung ibang other job opportunities or job roles na pwede pala para sa akin or na available diyan. And also siguro kung gusto mo bang mag-shift or mag-change ng track, um, tanong mo muna sa sarili mo kung yun ba yung nakikita mo ba yung sarili mo in the future na gano'n ka? And then if, siyempre kasi nga 'di ba sabi nila no man is an island, kasi yung pag-change ko ng track hindi ko yun magagawa without the support of my family, ganyan, with my friends. So, kakayanin mo ba na mag-isa na mag-change ng track? And of course dapat i-ready mo yung sarili mo sa kung ano mang consequences na haharapin mo in the future sa pagpalit mo ng track na yun. Kasi mahirap nang bumalik actually, lalo na ngayon. And ayun, siguro lang i-feel mo talaga ano ba talaga yung sinasabi ng heart mo and alamin mo din kung ano yung skills mo talaga. Kasi mahirap na mag-change ng track tapos feeling mo naman hindi ka mag-excel dun. So,
Yaks. Feel it in your heart, everyone. Sabi nga ni Charm, community manager giver, by the way. Okay. Thanks, Charm. Okay. So si Tracy naman, my follow-up question for you is medyo iba. What steps did you take to get to where you are now? Kasi ikaw talaga, you really wanted this. So what kind of work did you do to get to where you
Mm.
are?
Actually, mahirap siya. Wow, Miss Universe star. Actually, ano siya eh, it's something na process pa rin. Hanggang ngayon, de-determine ko pa rin. Parang hindi naman kasi isa lang yung position natin forever, di ba? Sa future, you'll still be thinking, ano kaya yung kailangan kong gawin para mas maging makabuluhan pa, mas maging meaningful pa yung role that I want to play in this field? Ano, paano ba ako mas magiging helpful in this field? So, siguro sa simula, it was really hard for me nung nag-graduate din ako. Inisip ko rin parang, so paano ako magsa-start? If I want to work with communities, where do I start? So ang ginawa ko na lang, inupuan ko talaga siya. Tapos na-determine ko na ang pinaka-importante ay alamin mo kung ano yung core value, I think. I'm not sure if that's the right term, but yung parang pinaka-prinsipyo mo talaga. Tapos mag-fall into place na yan. So if you wanna work with communities, susunod na yan, syempre, you'll be working with organizations that do this, you'll be living your life that do this, ganyan. So feeling ko ang pinakaunang step ay to know what you really want to do, parang pinaka-life project mo, parang ganun. Pero I think it's still developing. Hanggang ngayon, pinaprocess ko pa rin yun. Pero kapag minsan nalilito ako kasi minsan parang dami kong gustong gawin. I think it's a thing ng kabataan na parang dami natin gustong gawin. Feeling natin, ang dami nating pwedeng gawin pero hindi natin masimulan kung paano. Pagka nalo-lost ako at times, kasi hindi naman ako laging parang defined na okay, sure na sure ako sa mga ginagawa ko sa life. So at times na nalo-lost ako, may mga gusto kong i-achieve pero iniisip ko kung okay ba to or ito ba dapat. Binabalikan ko yung core value na to always do things na tingin ko ay inline dun sa parang gumawa ng something na mapagpalaya, hindi lang sa sarili mo, kundi pati sa lipunang kinabibilangan mo. Kasi parang dun nagsa-start din yung parang serve the people, serve the community, work with communities, lagi mong babalikan na, okay, yung ginagawa ko bang bagay ay mapagpalaya sa lipunan na kinabibilangan ko? If yes, okay, go. Parang ganun yung, parang lagi kong binabalikan na guide sa sarili ko.
And that's a good idea din.
Yeah.
And also, talagang really weighing the pros and cons din.
Mm-mm.
Well,
Yes.
well, Thanks for that, Tracy. By the way, if you have any comments or questions for Tracy and Charm, anything about Be a Giver, or if you want to ask them a question for this segment, go ahead. Feel free to comment down below. Okay, so second question. If given the chance, let's say, ano, let's say I ask you both na, you can write a letter to your younger self. Wow. What would you tell your younger self? What kind of advice would you give to your younger self?
Okay.
Ano, very, Miss Universe talaga yung mga
Yes.
questions. Wow. Wait a minute. Parang ako. Pati ako nagugulat ako.
I think we prepared the letter na si Charm.
Ay, meron pa ba, Char?
Nauna ako, okay.
Sige, go.
So, for me, I guess, kung meron akong sasabihin sa younger self ko, sasabihin ko, kung tumanda ka man, you're doing a great job. Charot.
Yeah.
Hindi, parang siguro sobrang daming mong pagdadaanan in the future. Like, ang daming challenges, ang daming trials, and may time na feeling mo gusto mo na talagang sumuko, pero sabihin, malalaman mo na may mga taong sumusuporta sa'yo, nagmamahal sa'yo, and yun nga, sabi nila, it's not a bad day. It's not a bad life. It's just a bad day. So yun, maraming days na ganun, kahit feeling mo sunod-sunod, maybe bad month, ganun, bad year.
Yeah.
Pero ayun. Saka din siguro, enjoy mo lang yung bawat moment. Kung may ma-achieve ka man, maging proud ka sa sarili mo. Kasi for me, minsan di ako nakaka-feel ng sense of achievement. Like parang, minsan nababa ng tingin mo sa sarili mo, ganun. Parang, be confident. Kasi, ikaw naman yung gumawa niyan. Efforts mo yan lahat. So, ayan.
I love it. May letter na talaga si Charm.
Meron na. Ready na.
Ready na siya. I love it. Thank you so much, Charm. For sure. Ganda. I like it. Okay, how about Tracy? What would you tell or write to your younger self?
Sige. Dear Tracy, may format na rin. Pero siguro sasabihin ko lang sa younger self ko, huwag masyadong mag-overthink kasi actually hanggang ngayon, parang ino-overthink ko lagi na, okay, so gantong age, ano kayang dapat ginagawa ko? Ganto, alam mo yun, parang nagja-jump, living in the future, imbis na dapat you're living in the present. So parang, yun siguro sasabihin ko lang sa younger self ko na just go through the process kasi yun naman ata talaga ang buhay. It's the whole process. Hindi lang siya yung pinakadulo. Parang lately nga meron akong nabasa, share ko lang. So parang yung life daw, it's not just about happiness. Hindi ka talaga everyday may masaya, and if you make it a goal to be happy, mahirap siya dahil to be whole, you can't just be happy. Parang dapat nang i-achieve doon natin ay wholesomeness. Kasi yung pagiging whole natin, andun yung sadness, andun yung anxiety, hindi anxiety, andun yung mga happy moments, bad moments, parang yun siya, part siya ng pagiging buo. So, ayun. So, siguro yun na lang i-advise ko sa younger self ko kasi sobrang overthinking na. Ayun.
Okay, overthinker. Yeah, we have those days naman din.
Yeah.
If we could just write to our younger selves talaga.
If they could just read it.
No, that would be great. But thank you, ladies, for sharing your advice and your thoughts. Before I let you both go, I always do this to my guests. I give them the floor for mga shout-outs or if you want to promote something, if you want to say hi to your family, friends, go ahead. Now is your time to shine out. We can start with Charm ulit.
Okay. So, hi sa best friend ko na nanonood, Maggie, and hi din sa friend ko, hi Kyle. So, promote ko na rin pala because next week, November 13, 7 p.m., merong free workshop yung Be a Giver na free workshop via Zoom. So, it's entitled Kaya Natin To. So, it's a workshop for coping with remote learning for teachers, students and parents. So yeah, just visit Be a Giver's Facebook page to know more about the details.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Sige, sige. I'll check that out also. Thanks, Charm. How about you, Tracy?
Yan. So, bago ako mag-shoutout sa bawat miyembro ng pamilya ko, I would also like to invite all individuals and organizations to who want to help your community to initiate a campaign with Be a Giver. Partner with us so that we can help you organize your campaign, your community project. So, just initiate a campaign. Fill out our online form on our website. It's www.beagiver.com.ph. But you can also message us on our Facebook page. So, yun. And yun, shoutout ko na rin ang aking family kahit nasa kabilang kwarto lang sila. Hi, Ma. Hi, Sis. Hi, Papa.
Are they
Ayun.
watching?
Yeah, I think so. Or they're just listening.
Hello po. Ayan. All right. So there you have it. You, Tracy and Charm, thank you both so
Thank you
much.
din. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Nag-enjoy ako. First episode ng season 3. Thank you so, so much for being here and sharing the story of Be a
Yeah.
Giver.
Thank you, Erika. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you
No
so much
problem.
for inviting us.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I hope na magkikita-kita tayo eventually pag, when this is all over already.
Yeah, sana.
Magkita tayo. But I will keep in touch. I will keep in touch. May mga ideas ako. But
Great, great.
thank you so much, Tracy. Thank you so much, Charm. Take care, and I will see you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Ayan. So there you have it. The first episode of season 3 is now finished. Yay for season 3. Sorry. I'm just really excited to be back here for the third season. But yeah, again, Be a Giver is such a very inspiring organization. It really started out with a very inspiring story by their very own Kuya Josh Mahinay. And, he just really pursued his dreams and his goals in life just because somebody gave him that school bag and somebody really believed in him. So now, Be a Giver is here, is present. So again, if you want to if you need their help with different campaigns, or if you want to check out what their communities are up to and even join their webinar next week, you can check them out on their Facebook page, Be a Giver. They also have their website, and I know they're also on Instagram as well. All right, so before we completely end the show, I just wanna promote something. Well, this is done by my own personal organization called Helping Hearts Organization. We are doing a donation drive actually tomorrow. Ayan na yung poster. Don't worry, I will be posting this poster actually on the Facebook page of Making a Difference. So we will be accepting donations. There canned goods, bottles of water, blankets, towels, home necessities, personal toiletries, and sanitary products. And these donations will be given for the typhoon, for the victims of the recent typhoon, those who are in Albay, Bicol right now. So again, I will post this poster. You can find all the details of this donation drive, and I will be there personally tomorrow to receive all the donations. So this will be actually from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. only. All right. So again, I'll post this poster so that you can see it all clearly, and I hope na if you have stuff that you want to donate, feel free to donate tomorrow. Ayan. All right. So again, there are other shows on V81 Radio, specifically also in South Manila. So as I mentioned a while ago, we have Sports Watch. If you're very, very into sports, then that's the show for you. That's at 11. And I know my friend Aliyah will be back next week, Beauty in a Box. So she's the show before me. And then on Sundays, we also have Talk Shop Asia, and then we also have Napalm, and then we also have Let's Chat with Tita Gracie. Ayan. All right. So please don't forget to follow Making a Difference on Facebook, and also V81 Radio on Facebook. And then you can also watch, if you're just tuning in now and you want to rewatch the episode, you can find it on our YouTube channel, V81 Radio, and also here on Making a Difference Facebook page. Ayan. Okay, so they're messaging me. There's also a new show every Sundays as well. I believe this is after Tita Gracie's show, Practical Magic, on Sundays 8 to 9:30 p.m. So ayan, we have a lot more shows here on V81 Radio South Manila, and then also we have as you've seen a while ago on our commercial, we have V81 Radio Los Angeles. So if you want to watch those shows in the morning, you can also watch them. Just make sure you follow V81 Radio here on Facebook. And also, by the way, I forgot to plug this. Making a Difference is finally on Instagram. So that's mad.v81rsm. Tama ba? So you can just search for Making a Difference on Instagram. And if you actually follow Making a Difference on Instagram, you will actually be receiving a special giveaway. So may magme-message sa inyo. Once you follow, may magme-message, and then just send your details. You will be receiving a free gift. So all you have to do again is just follow Making a Difference on Instagram. Ayan, again, so season 3, I have a lot of new guests. I'm revamping the show a bit, and then I'm trying out this new segment and all, and we are going to be active on social media. So I'm very, very excited for season 3 and the rest of the other seasons for Making a Difference. Thank you once again for joining me on Making a Difference. Now, please don't forget to wear your face mask. And this is my signature ending na talaga. Please don't forget to wear your face masks if you need to go out, and your face shields. They're both required now. Practice social distancing, and just stay safe, everybody. We're still going through this pandemic, but we will get through this together. So I will see you all next week for the next episode of Making a Difference. Same time, 3 to 4:30 p.m. and of course, same place. I will see you then. Bye everyone. Stay safe.
The program for the millennials that will showcase young professionals' worth, aspirations, and successes in doing what they believe is right, progressive, and inclusive. Making a difference. Making a difference. Join them as they discover the path to self and societal fulfillment while making a difference. Hosted by empowered and cool millennial Erika Mison. Together with her cool millennials, they will be making a difference every Saturday, 3 p.m. Philippine time. Only here on V81 Radio, South Manila. Walang kasing saya ang Paskong Pinoy. Dumaan man ang problema at pandemya, kayang-kayang lampasan basta't nagdadamayan at nagmamahalan.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Tuloy na tuloy pa rin ang Pasko dito sa V81 Radio, Manila.
Ito ang paborito ng bawat Pilipino. Basta all hits, all Pinoy, panalo. Merong kwentong iyakan at tawanan. Kahit nasaan ka man, ito'y mapapakinggan. Oh, oh, oh. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Ito ang radio mo, ito ang radio ko. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Dahil mahal namin kayo. V81 Radio, V81 Radio. Para sa inyo ito, V81 Radio.